packing this time of year isn't limited to summer vacations. Half of Americans who move each year do it during the summer. For more now on how you can cut costs and maximize value, we're joined by Kelli Grant, senior consumer reporter for smartmoney.com. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's talk about the different aspects of moving, because you have some great tips on how you can save some cash. The first one depends on the time of year you decide to move, but the summer's such a hot time.
Summer is a hot time to move, and that's of course why you're going to pay the most this time of year. So if you can wait until fall, that's really going to save you easily about 50%. If you can't wait, then at least try to avoid the weekends and the very beginning and the end of the month. That's when leases turn over. So if you can avoid those times, you can save a decent amount of money.
The moving companies give you those estimates, and for me that's been my arch nemesis over the years, because they're never what they say and it's always a very complicated process. And you say that it has to do with how much stuff you have, how heavy it is. What are the things to look for?
Well, if you're talking about an interstate move, it's really going to be all about the volume of your stuff and how much it weighs, because the trucks have to go through checkpoints. If it's a local move, it's about how much stuff you have and the time it's going to take. Either way, the more stuff you have, the more money you're going to pay. So as you're packing, resist the urge to start shoving stuff in boxes and actually sort through it and make a pile to keep, a pile to toss, a pile to donate. In the end, you'll have a lot less stuff and you can save some money that way.
You'll be a lot lighter. Now, what about shopping around? Where can you find the best deal, and what are things to keep in mind?
Ultimately, you want to get at least 3 estimates, and there's some great sites including citymove.com where you can get bids from different movers. Other good places to check, of course, asking friends who have moved recently and checking the yellow pages. Try to get an in-home estimate, so that way that lessens the chances of any sort of problems that you might encounter, like, you know, you miscounted the number of boxes, or you described that huge dresser you have wrong, and that's going to hurt you come moving day when they take a look at it and say, oh wow, this is more than we anticipated. And then of course check the reputation on the Better Business Bureau and sites like that. What
are ways that you can save money as far as doing the work yourself beforehand? I imagine packing some of the stuff, but maybe that's not something you actually want to do. Where's the best places to maximize your efforts?
Packing is actually a great place to start. Any effort that you can put in is going to lessen your bill, but for most people that don't want to do a lot of the heavy lifting themselves, at least just boxing it up is a great start. And even if you're paying, especially if you're paying by the hour, doing simple things like unplugging appliances, rolling up carpets, disassembling bed frames, all of that's going to help you save, because it means less time that the movers have to spend on your property.
And for all those precious items that we have, we don't want them broken, and if they are broken, we want to make sure we get money for them. What are the things you should look for as far as insurance coverage?
You really do want to consider that insurance, because you're giving over everything that you own to one moving company. And even if they're great, I mean, accidents do happen. So first stop is to check with your homeowner's insurance. A lot of policies do cover items in transit, but you want to know that before you take on this. Then you can also get valuation from your moving company. And if that is the case, then you want to ask them exactly how they decide the value of the items if there's a problem. A lot of these policies pay by weight and not by replacement value. So if you have something that's, you know, really light but also very expensive, like a flat screen TV, you're going to get, you know, maybe a couple bucks for it, which is really going to be obviously not enough to replace that TV.
Wow, yeah, you can't even go shopping around for a little one. All right, Kelli Grant, senior consumer reporter for smartmoney.com. Kelli, as always, thanks.
Thank you.